Hello and welcome. If you are new here, my name is Rachel, and if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. Today we're going to talk about some new makeup releases. There is so much fun new makeup being launched every week, and today we are going to talk about everything that has been sneak peek launched, etc. this past week. I'm going to link everything I can down below in the description box, including links to the products if they are available, the Instagram accounts I pull from, any other information will be down there, whatever I've got. Everything that is on my face will be in a pinned comment, and let's do it. And before we get started, I want to introduce you to our new kitten. His name is George. He's so tiny. I don't know if you can really tell, but he is so itty bitty and he is so cuddly sweet. So we have Ringo and then George, and now all we need is Paul and John, and then we're all set. What do you think? Sniffing my lipstick.
A few moments later.
I've got my news anchor hair today. It's very voluminous, and we're going with it, okay? It's like very rainy and humid outside, so this is what happens to my hair. All right, listen, I want to hear your thoughts on all this new stuff that is being launched. Let's start off with a little bit more information now about the Nomad release. So at the moment of filming, they did reveal the destination for their new palette, and it is the New Zealand Stargazing palette. They have shown the cover now as well. So the day that you are seeing this, they are going to reveal the color story. I have received the palette. I have already filmed 2 looks with it. So as soon as they show the palette, the inside of the palette, I will upload my video. So you're gonna get 2 videos from me today. So stay tuned for that. Let me just give you a little thoughts. It is absolutely beautiful. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a beautiful palette. So stay tuned for the full reveal coming today, as well as my video. Once my video goes live, I will link it down below in the description box. I'm always excited for a Nomad release. I feel like they always do a really good job. They really think about their themes very well. Their color stories are really beautiful, and the quality is usually really good as well. So I'm very excited to see your reaction and your thoughts on the palette, but I did not see this New Zealand destination coming. Like, I had no clue. I thought it had to do with something in space was going to be the actual destination, but apparently New Zealand is a place where you can see the sky and the stars beautifully. So I want to know your thoughts. Like, looking at this picture, what else do you think is to come from this palette? Stay tuned. Well, the comments were right last week when I talked about the new ColourPop collection that was being sneak peeked. It was a collaboration with Twilight. So of course, at this point now, the collection has already been shown, it has already launched, and it has already sold out, if you can believe it. This picture that you're seeing here is a picture of the entire collection. There are 3 Luxe lip oils, which I really enjoy from the brand. We have 3 graphic ink liners. I've never tried those before, but there are 3 metallic liquid liners. The Super Shock highlighters, actually, to me, I feel like they are the prettiest thing in the collection. There are 2 of them. And there is a Soul Body Shimmering Dry Body Oil. I have owned one of those in the past, but I don't recall my thoughts on it. And then, of course, an eyeshadow palette. Now, I did say this last week, and I'll repeat it. I am not a Twilight fan. I've never seen the movies. I read the first book. I want to say I was out of college when I read it, like maybe in my early 20s. And I read the first one, and then I never read the rest of them without plans to continue. Like, I have no interest in Twilight personally, but obviously so many people love Twilight, and I'm a little surprised it sold out, but I'm also not that surprised. Like, I figured people would really love this collab. It's a huge collab. Like, it's a huge deal to collab with Twilight. And the eyeshadow palette. So again, I don't know anything about the movie. I don't know anything about the book. What I do know is, like, you know, it takes place in the woods, or like there's a lot of woodsy atmosphere. And if I can remember correctly, like the actual movie itself is color graded to be kind of like bluish green, like the whole look of the color of the film. Like, just at this picture, you can tell like they're very blue based, their clothes and stuff. So I kind of get the color story of the palette. Like, it does make sense to me. It's very woodsy. It's very cool toned, which is like what everybody wants now. And I'm not surprised that they didn't do anything too outrageous, because I feel like when it comes to collabs, ColourPop doesn't really go all out, because I understand why. Like, people that don't really buy a ton of makeup probably are gonna buy this just for the twilight aspect. So they have to make it like generally appealing to the masses. So, I mean, I think it's pretty. I'm not a big cool tone person, although I'm wearing cool tones on my eyes today. It's not my preference. It's not something that like I was gonna go out and get unless I really love the color story, and I just don't really love the color story. I don't think it's ugly. I don't think it's bad. It goes light to deep in the mattes. We've got a handful of different shimmers. I don't hate it. But am I gonna go out and buy it? No. I didn't see anybody get PR, at least anybody that I personally know. I know Leah Janae did get it in PR and she uploaded a video, but she got it, I think, like the day it launched. All I'm gonna say is about a few days beforehand, I figured I wasn't getting it in PR and I just really wasn't dying to get it. So let me know if you were able to get your hands on this. I heard like Angelica Nikva said she was on the website at noon when it launched and went to check out and everything was sold out like at the time of launch. So I don't know. Seems pretty crazy. Let me know if you got your hands on it. Let me know your thoughts, especially if you're a Twilight fan. Let me know your thoughts about this collection. Even if you're not a Twilight fan, I would love to know. So the Super Shock highlighters do look pretty, but looking at them, like I have iridescent, colorful highlighters in my collection that are gonna give the same vibe. So I don't really need them. Something that I did buy is Natasha Denona. I believe this is her like Valentine's Day launch. She came out with the new Berry Pop collection. Inspired by my best-selling My Dream Cheek Trio, it includes the cream blush, tinted glow base, and dream glow highlighter, all in new cranberry hues. I really love the My Dream Cheek Trio. It is one of my favorite like little cheek palettes in my collection. It's one of my favorite things that I tried in 2022. It's amazing. So when I saw that she was launching it in this kind of berry color, I was sold and I immediately purchased it. I actually bought it on the Natasha Denona website. And there's a handful of codes out there from different influencers that you can actually get 15% off. And it shipped the same day that I bought it. Like it shipped out so fast. So I'm expecting to have it pretty soon. I'm really excited. I did not pick up the lip products just because I'm not a pink girl. Like it's not a true red. It's a reddish pink, like a cranberry, right? And I don't wear shades like that. And I have enough of those in my collection that I don't need another one. So I really enjoy the Natasha Denona lip product formula. Like her lipsticks and her lip liners are phenomenal. But the color, to me, I'm not really gonna wear that color on my lips very often. But this cheek trio, I'm really looking forward to trying it. It looks stunning. I'm so excited. So the cheek trio retails for $48, which is pricey, but you do get quite a lot of product in the cheek trio. The Berry Pop lip crayon, $24. The Berry Pop lipstick, $27. It's available now, apparently, at Natasha Denona, Ulta Beauty, and Beautylish. I will link it down below. But like I said, shop it however you want. But you can get 15% off getting it on her website. And I got free shipping as well, just getting the cheek trio. Let me know if you picked it up. Let me know your thoughts. We have quite a handful of complexion products that launched recently. The first one is Fenty Beauty is releasing the We're Even Hydrating Long Wear Concealer. We're Even Hydrating. Oh, We're Even. I'm struggling, apparently. Easy to apply, moisturizing, reduces bags and darkness, medium coverage in 50 shades. Incredible shade range. 50 shades is a lot of shades. It is available now, so I will link it down below. I'm not a hydrating concealer girly. I already feel like I won't enjoy this. And when it comes to complexion products, I have my favorites and I tend to stick to them. I don't really branch out and try a whole bunch of new products when it comes to concealers and foundations. I have very, very, very sensitive skin. I have very crinkly under eyes. I'm very specific with what I want. So unless a blurb really sells me and is exactly what I want, I don't really feel the need to try it. So there are a lot of other creators out there that do like concealer and foundation wear tests and stuff. I'm not really one of them. My skin is just too sensitive. I break out too easily. I don't want to risk it and waste my money. But let me know if you're interested in this concealer. So I'm interested to see reviews on this. It's not for me, I can already tell, but let me know if it's for you. Another concealer that launched is from Tarte. This is the Maracuja Juicy Concealer. It comes in a pot, which you don't see that very often nowadays. Full coverage concealer with a natural radiant finish for smoother, brighter, more lifted and youthful looking eyes in seconds. Again, I don't like a hydrating concealer, but this is called Radiant, same difference to me. It's probably gonna be a little heavy for my under eyes. Again, I just have things that I love. It is available right now on the Tarte website, and it retails for $30. Let me know your thoughts on this. Are you interested in picking this up? Now we have a couple of foundations that have launched recently, available now in Europe, apparently. Louboutin Beauty. Like, I don't really talk about luxury makeup here very often on my channel because I don't really purchase luxury makeup. When I first saw this picture, I thought it was Charlotte Tilbury. Like, that C down at the bottom is giving Charlotte Tilbury, and even the packaging. The packaging, I will say, is absolutely beautiful. Like, that looks very luxurious to me. And I love how they have the swatches on the legs with the Louboutin shoes. It's described as a subtle enhancer for airy comfort, buildable coverage, no transfer, and a long-lasting radiant finish for 24 hours. A vegan hydrating formula for a smooth, radiant, plump skin. Reduce the appearance of pores in 30 shades with cool, neutral, and warm undertones. Coming soon on other retailers. I'm not gonna pick this up, but I just thought the actual bottle was so beautiful, and I loved how they did the swatches on the legs. Again, it's not for me. It's a radiant foundation, and it's probably going to be astronomically expensive. And for me, I reserve my money, like my big spending, for eyeshadow palettes. I'm happy with my Maybelline Fit Me foundation. That's $6 at Walmart. It works for me. So not for me, but it is a beautiful looking product. All right, one more foundation to talk about. About Face has launched the Performer Skin Focused Foundation. This is a brand that I feel like a celebrity brand that's done really well, has kept up with trends, and I've tried a handful of products in the brand, and I enjoy them for the most part. So this is the interesting thing that I've been trying to find. Like, I've tried to look at several posts about this foundation, and it's not very clear. It's a little vague about what the actual formula is going to be like. It doesn't really come right out and say radiant. It doesn't really come right out and say matte. So this is what I can see. It says buildable, ultra flexible foundation. This cushiony liquid skin focused formula is packed with 17 plus ingredients to maintain moisture and help even, smooth, and purify skin with every wear. Buildable 12-hour wear, available in 45 made-for-you second skin shades. So I'm not really sure what the finish is supposed to be. It's definitely saying that it has skincare ingredients in there, which for me personally, I don't give a crap about that. I have skincare for that. But it does say that it has blue agave, known to hydrate and plump the skin. And then it also has wintergreen, known to calm blemishes. So I'm not sure. I'm interested to see people's reviews. I'm interested to see people use it. 45 shades is a really good shade range in my opinion. It looks good. It comes in their signature like kind of rectangle packaging, and it has a doe foot, which I think is an interesting applicator. It's not my favorite applicator, but I'm interested to see what people think when they use it. I'm personally going to skip on it, but I would love to know your thoughts. It is available now, so I will link it down below. This is something that I'm tempted by. I don't need it though. Smashbox is releasing face palettes. I don't know what it is about face palettes, but I'm drawn to them a little bit. So there are 4 different face palettes. Thank goodness a brand is releasing multiple face palettes when they do a face palette. I'm so sick of these like one face palette, especially if you're gonna put a bronzer in it. It doesn't make sense to come out with 1 or even 2. They've come out with 4, which is nice. It says Halo Sculpt and Glow Face Palette with Vitamin E is a long-wearing, all-in-one contour, blush, and highlighter palette with 4 cushiony shades to build effortless, natural-looking color and dimension. $45 each, which I think is pretty reasonable for Smashbox. It is available on Ulta's website. I did notice that. The one that is in the top right corner with like the brown packaging, I feel like that one would fit me the best. It's got more of like a light medium bronzer. The 2 blushes look really pretty, and the highlighter looks like it would work for me. But I'm gonna resist temptation. I'm gonna try to really like not overbuy things right now. I need to slow down a little bit and use what I have. But I'll admit, these caught my eye. I was very interested in these. I don't know, let me know your thoughts. Like, do you like face palettes? I like them. I tend to bring them when I travel. I do get use out of them. And these ones look really nice. This is something I'm very excited about. So we have the Pharmacy Honey Glow 17% AHA BHA Resurfacing Serum. Their old version of this, which is the Honeymoon Glow, was my favorite favorite nighttime exfoliating serum. I used to use it all the time, and when I ran out, I went to go repurchase it and they had discontinued it not that long ago. And I was really sad because I really enjoy it. So this is, I guess, their new version of it. I'm not really sure exactly what's different about it, but I'm very interested to pick this up. It does retail for $60. It is quite pricey, but I will say there's a lot of product, and this is a product that you don't want to use every single night because it is quite strong. At least the last one, quite strong. I really only used it like maybe twice a week. And it just kind of evens your skin. If you have acne like me, it helps to kind of nip it in the bud when it comes to acne. And it's just a really good serum. I'm hoping, oh, okay, so this was the difference. I'm gonna save this picture so you can see it. It actually has a higher concentration of AHA, BHA, which is interesting because, like I said, the other one was quite strong. 5 glowing benefits, and it's fragrance free. Okay, so I am gonna pick this up. I'm gonna pick it up. I wanna use it. I wanna try it. Did you also love the Honeymoon Glow Serum? And were you as sad as me when it was discontinued? I did see it on Sephora's website, so I will link it down below. Let's talk about 2 things launching from Bella Beauté Bar. Now, the first thing that I did talk about last week was a collaboration with Deandra Nicole on Instagram and Bella Beauté Bar. At the time, we only had the cover, and now we have more information as well as the inside of the palette. And this is a beautiful monochromatic purple palette, which Deandra had already said, and I think I did say that last week, she had already said it was going to be a monochromatic purple palette. It is her favorite color, or one of her favorite colors to wear. And I really like how this palette is set up. We've got some really light matte shades, goes very deep in the mattes as well. And all of these shimmers look different. I hate when I have a monochromatic palette and 3 of the shimmers look exactly the same on the lid, or there isn't a lot of depth difference in the mattes. And with this, I can definitely see different depths in both the mattes and the metallics, different undertones, some cool tone purples, some warm tone purples. I'm absolutely gonna buy this. Absolutely gonna buy this without a question. It is available on January 26th at 12 p.m. Eastern time. And I'm putting up right now the reel that Deandra made. She can sell me anything. Like, I don't know how she captures like the most beautiful lighting and different like perspectives of palettes. You definitely should follow her on Instagram if you don't already. But when I saw this reel, it sold me. It sold me. I was like, yeah, okay, sounds good. Let me know if you're gonna pick up this palette. Let me know your thoughts. Another thing from Bella Beauté Bar that they are sneak peeking is the Dead Roses palette, which I'm assuming is their Valentine's Day collection. It looks like a palette that has maybe 16 pans, something like that. Yeah, it says Be My Anti-Valentine. All we have is the cover. The cover looks absolutely beautiful. I'm very excited to see what this is. Bella Beauté Bar has become one of my favorite brands for eyeshadow. They just have a great formula. So definitely keeping my eyes open for this one. One Size Beauty is coming out with a Secure the Glow Tacky Hydrating Primer. They come out with a lot of products, I think more geared towards oily skin, like their setting spray that's supposed to be like glue. They have their BB cream, which I have, is very matte and pretty like medium to full coverage. Their concealer, I've heard, is a matte full coverage concealer. So this is something that's maybe a little bit geared towards hydration, which I think is really smart for the brand. And it's a tacky kind of gripping primer, which is very trendy. A lot of people love that kind of a primer. I used to love the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. It breaks me out now, so I can't use it, but I did use it for a really long time. And so this is another thing that they're adding to their lineup. It says that it's the Boba primer, like it says it on Makeup on Your Radar, but it doesn't say Boba on the actual bottle. So I don't know what the deal with that is. It is launching on January 23rd at Sephora. The last thing I want to talk about is not a new makeup release, but a little bit of an update. My friend Anelka Nyqvist, she owns Singe Beauty, and they have released several brushes, a sponge, and a powder puff in the past year or so. And she has restocked her eye brushes. So this is the 7-piece bundle eye brush set. And she's also going to start selling the brushes as individuals, which is so excited. I'm gonna hop online. Is it available now? Yes. So I'm gonna hop online right now and buy a couple more backups of some of the brushes that I love. I did just recently upload a video of my favorite brushes in my collection. I can link that down below, and Singe Beauty's in there quite a few times because the brushes are phenomenal. And so yeah, I will be picking a couple of those up. Let me know if you missed out the first time and you want to pick it up again. Now's your chance. But yeah, I'm excited. All right, and that is it for this new makeup releases. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave me a comment down below letting me know your thoughts on anything I talked about today or anything I didn't talk about today. I don't talk about every single new makeup release in my new makeup releases video. I just kind of curate it down and pick things that I think are the most interesting, but I would love to know your thoughts on anything because I love hearing from you. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot when you do that. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing before you leave. I do upload videos weekly, and I'd love to see you back on my channel again. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.